Okay, let's start. Okay, so do you struggle with weight loss? Are you feeling stuck? Are you worried about your health being poor and actually wanting it to be better? Are you worried about developing diseases like type 2 diabetes or heart problems? Do you feel your difficulties losing weight are affecting your self-esteem and confidence, and you do not like that? So I am Dr. Francisco, the medical director of OLYMPIA Lifestyle. In OLYMPIA Lifestyle, we help people struggling with weight loss who feel stuck or wish better health, and raise the hand asking for some help and guidance. Today, we're going to discuss one of the most common worries from clients and patients struggling with weight loss, which is developing metabolic chronic illnesses, like metabolic syndrome, prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, heart conditions, strokes, kidney problems, and different sorts of complications and disabilities. You might think you don't have any significant risk to develop it, either because you are young, or you don't feel anything, or it has not happened in your family. But there are many factors implicated in diabetes and this type of disorders. One of them, and very important, is excess of weight. But there are others, like poor diet, sedentary lifestyle, family history of diabetes, certain medical conditions, medications, stress, etc. So diabetes is not a benign disease at all. It is one of the top causes of death and disability worldwide. It can potentially lead to a complicated life with poor quality of life and different types of disabilities, including heart problems, kidney failure, strokes, amputations, also severe infections, blindness, and even death. What is more, type 2 diabetes has become a pandemic because our busy lifestyles, with poor diets, being sedentary, and a multitude of stressful situations we need to face, leaving us with little time and depleted mood to take good care of ourselves. What is worse, many people with diabetes are not aware they have diabetes, so they cannot do much about it. And a great proportion of the people who have diabetes do very little to take care of their disease, therefore being susceptible to complications and potentially shorter life. In fact, I was quite worried about myself once. I was worried about me going into the path of developing metabolic issues like type 2 diabetes. A couple of years back, I started putting on weight after a severe football injury. My diet was not great and something I believed I could not control. Then I projected my life that if I were to continue overweight and growing older, I could indeed develop type 2 diabetes, which could put into jeopardy all my dreams and goals in life. And I was not going to allow that to happen. I had to do something, correct? But just being worried and wanting to do something, wanting to lose weight, was not enough. It was not going to happen just for me wanting it. It is not the law of attraction, but the law of creation. I needed to take new actions. Similarly, just because I was a doctor knowing it is good to lose weight and knowing what is necessary, or because my wife nagged at me, it was not going to be sufficient, or it was not sufficient to kickstart the process. Unfortunately, we all suffer one or few of these type of blocks. Likewise, just because a doctor advises you to lose weight, or because your spouse nags at you, not necessarily is sufficient to kickstart your own process. If you manage to do it like that, well done. But many people need something more. I need to do something differently. And for sure, if you are in the same situation, the situation I was basically almost 3 years ago, you need to do changes too. In the previous video, I mentioned that trusting I could do it, it was the first step to remove myself from a stuck state. Then that I converted my need and dream into a big purpose to pursue, which eventually it transformed itself into conviction, making everything very easy. But I needed another element, which was the cognition, the awareness that there were two paths before me. One, my old one, likely meeting disease at some point in my life, if I continue growing older and continue overweight and not controlling my diet. And another one, a new one, with healthier changes in my diet and lifestyle, which was the one likely leading to a longer and fuller life to fulfill my dreams and goals in life. Balancing these two paths, creating some leverage of them, further substantiated my desire for a change and fired up my conviction as well. Because definitely I wanted to start walking and even running away from my old path and to jump to a new, healthier path. But then, once you are in that healthier path and you start moving forward, you realize you do not need to rush it. Just keep moving forward and realize that your journey as a whole is actually your destination. My destination was health. My current destination is health. And it is not the final point. Health is not the final point in the journey, but it is the journey itself. If I could do it, I trust you can do it. But sadly to say, but it is very true. No one is exempt of developing these diseases. And they get you when you least expect it. I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm allowing you to reflect on your own current habits and your current path. Especially if not having a proper diet and active lifestyle, or a bunch of not so good habits like sedentary lifestyle, or bad habits like smoking. Or if unfortunately you have already some medical risk factors or already suffering certain diseases like type 2 diabetes or having family predisposition to it. But also, it is never too late to start doing some changes in your lifestyle. Many people who don't know me, they will be wondering, am I in the position to tell you all this? I have seen firsthand all the consequences in patients' physical and mental well-being. All the consequences that these diseases can have in them, and not only in patients, but also in the relatives. Everyone in the family nucleus suffers when someone of their loved ones develop a disease or develop a complication, because those diseases take a big toll on your physical state, but also in your mood and your psychology. So I have seen all that because I'm a medical doctor, no? I'm not only the medical director of Olympia Lifestyle. I'm not just doing, weight loss. Weight loss is a very important thing that sometimes is relegated. We just focus in the actual disease, diabetes, heart condition, give medications, but actually tackling this could have prevented all that. Or once you have it, tackling this will minimize the risk of complications and improve the general well-being, etc. But also because I'm a specialist doctor working in Francisco Kina Medical Center, which is my own private medical clinic located in Singapore in Mount Elizabeth Novena Hospital. So I have seen, and every day I treat these conditions, and I prefer to prevent them than treating them. And I prefer my clients or patients spend the time, money, effort in preventing them than on treating them. Prevention is better than cure, and prevention is cheaper than cure, and has much less or has beautiful consequences comparison to when you have the disease and then you need to cure it. And most of the time, this disease, unfortunately, cannot be cured. So if you would like to know more about our Olympia Lifestyle Health Enhancement and Weight Loss Program and our future online workshops, I'm progressing quite well. In 1 or 2 months, it will be ready. Hopefully in 1 month's time, I will giving you later a small gift, a little trial of this online workshop. So please stay tuned. But if you want to know more, please visit our website, olympialifestyle.sg, or email me at francisco.olympialifestyle@gmail.com, or call me in Singapore, +65 6261 9166. I wonder if there's any comment over there. We have discussed a very important topic that is, the worry of developing diseases like type 2 diabetes. And it's a real worry. What can you do? Just start to doing something to try to face faith in a different way. Try to change your fate. Do changes, do something, and it's never too late. But you need to start doing something actively. But you need to do it ideally now. But also doesn't have to be a massive change. If you do little things here and there, with time, doing consistently through days, weeks, months, years, you will receive a lot of benefits. They will compound. And as I mentioned before, the destination is your health. And actually, the whole journey is the destination. So I wonder if there's any questions or any comments. If not, no problem. You can write them later when you watch the replay. Just wait for a few seconds. Seems not any comment. If not, I reply later. So I'm Dr. Francisco, wishing you the best possible health. Take care. Bye-bye.